How you doing? All right, yeah, grab one of either one.
You guys hear me?
Can we hear?
What? A little closer to my mouth? Like that? Is that good? Okay.
We can hear? All right.
Yeah. What's up?
So, the first thing I want to mention is that I saw you made a tweet saying you're going to win
Yeah.
last stock 135, and you almost did it. So, I guess my first question would be what was different between this tournament and other tournaments where you still do pretty well, but you don't end up making grands or beating players like Owl and Aaron twice on the way?
Yeah, so what was different was I would beat people on a certain day, and then
Yeah.
I'd lose to other people on a certain day. And then, I could never do it consecutively. I didn't know how to piece it all together. And so I think last 134 tournaments I've been learning how to just 134 times of making mistakes, really, and learning from those and taking so long to figure out how to piece the puzzle together of a consistent performance, which is something I've been taking a long time to really learn.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of things. I think I was inspired by a short interview that Zane had where the guy asked him what's one of the most important things to practice, and he said there's a lot of things depending on your character, but the thing that's going to take you the furthest is a strong mental game. And I 100% believe in that. So,
Yeah, for sure.
And really quick, I want to shout out my girlfriend for being amazing and really thinking about her throughout this this tournament has been a lot of inspiration. Whenever I was behind, I would just think about the nice things she says, and she's watching right now. So
Yeah, that's awesome.
shout outs to her. So wouldn't
always
have been
nice
able
to
to do
have-
this without her. Yeah.
Always nice to have good
Yeah.
support, right?
So thank you so much. I love you. Thanks. Thanks. Definitely means a lot. And then don't give up. I used to suck. I used to write notes and stuff, and then anyone can do it. Anyone can do what I do or you do. So
Yeah, I mean, I think you're doing well, and
Yeah.
there's no shame in writing notes.
yeah,
It's a positive thing.
yeah. And then
But
hundreds of dollars in notebooks, and then you get money for it. So it's good.
Yeah.
This is crazy. Thanks. But
What
yeah,
ab-
that was definitely one of the biggest things. Was the mental game.
Yeah,
Just thinking
for
about
sure.
things. The things are going to be okay no matter what.
Mhm.
People get bopped all the time. I think Owl destroyed me like my first stock, and people just crumble after that. People
Yeah.
crumble so easily.
for sure, mental game is huge in Melee. What about your sets with Aaron? Because what I noticed was not only was your movement pristine like usual, but I just saw really high level
Oh my God.
Marth play.
Really? Thank
Yeah.
you. Oh
It looked,
man.
you honestly, you both looked like it was like two really high level Marth Peach sets right there.
That's a tough matchup for Peach, so props to him for keeping it close.
It is, but in practicality, it's not free for Marth in no means, you know?
No, not at all, yeah.
Especially Marth gets hit really hard, and he dies super easy from edge guards. I think the Marth has to play really well.
Yeah, he's pretty good at getting in your head, waiting a lot, and I kind of played the waiting game against him too. I went into that set thinking I'm going to be a little dash dance heavy, not get shield grabbed a lot, do that. I can't believe the second set ended the way it did. I don't know how I did that.
That was great composure to come back. You're down 2 stocks to 1.
That was a big
percent too.
accomplishment, yeah. Just the composure, and then the first set took so long to finish. That was nerve-wracking. That was so nerve-wracking, but
And what about your tipper spacing looked really good. Is that something you've been practicing, or?
it's something I think about in the back of my head always, definitely. Oh, peace out. Thanks, Justin. Yeah, it's definitely there. I was really excited to play her, and him and I have never played serious sets before. I think I played a Sheik once, and he kind of whooped me in that matchup, and I was wondering if he would go Sheik or not, but he stuck it out with Peach, so I'm really glad he's still playing. I hope he wants to get get back at it. I hope he doesn't
Yeah.
get too discouraged from this loss.
No, I'm sure.
I love
he'll be
seeing him
fine.
play. He's definitely our best Peach.
Yeah.
By far. So props to him.
He's to be back. He's been a lot in higher spirits about Melee. I think we all are in
Yeah.
a good mood right now.
Yeah.
But
that's good.
what
Yeah.
about your sets with Okami? And Okami's someone you've
trained
played with a
We
lot,
trained like
right?
3 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're always fun. It was the first time I've met him so far in bracket, of course. But he said he could go anyone he wants, any high tier, and I just said, play whoever you want, whoever's going to be fun. I wouldn't mind if you went Sheik. I really want to get high level practice in that matchup. That's always fun. His spaces. And our set, I just kind of let loose. I was playing one of my best friends in the community who taught me how to play this game, so I just kind of let it all go, kind of like how we play now, kind of how we practice. We just kind of let things go. We explore new interactions with each other. You know, we go hard, really. It was good.
So
He's really, I got to get better at edge guarding because I was intimidated by his recovery options. So I'm going to go back and kind of dissect those. So I feel like I was winning neutral on the FD games, but I couldn't close out the stocks. He's very good at living for a long time. So
yeah, it's a big issue. Marth needs to. If you let Spaceys live along as Marth, you're kind of. It's gonna be hard to win.
Yeah.
But edge guarding's tricky. Not a lot of Marths have it down. Can be really. It takes a long time, I think.
Yeah, he was doing something with like the slight DI that I wasn't used to yet, that I haven't been exposed to from other Foxes. So that was definitely new. Take some. Actually, I'll wait. I don't want to drink while I talk. But yeah.
Later, Eltro. Have a good night. And was your preparation for this event similar to the others? You just think it was, like you're saying, the accumulation of your previous experiences helped you out the most?
I was really tired at first. I didn't really do any special preparation. I always kind of focus on my breathing. I think is important. That ties into the whole mental thing. I always like to take deep breaths. Al was reminding me to breathe, so that's always good. I don't usually like to play friendlies before I wait for like a big match. I kind of just like to be by myself, and because I don't like. Sometimes friendlies can get in your head, like, oh, what if I'm gonna mess that up? You know.
Yeah.
Kind of like to do my own thing. I like doing that. Special preparation? No, not really. Just kind of focused a lot.
Sure.
In the game against Aaron, our second set, you did see me run off the stage. I at that point, I had to dig deep. I thought it's going to be over if I don't get back into my focus. And I thought, I got to piece things together. I got to get my focus back, and I kind of took some time to myself and then pulled off the Yoshi's thing.
Yeah,
so
it was a great comeback.
Oh, thank
you had that clutch tipper like around 60 or 70% that got you back in it.
I'm bad at remembering things in my sets except for like a few things. I remember in our first set I did like the turn-up throw forward smash, but
yeah.
Some people are really good at it. I don't know how they're so good at that, but dang, you got to remind me of these things because I'm going to go back and then I'll see. You know? But yeah. Damn.
And what's next for you? Are you going to Genesis?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to go to Genesis 5. I need a place to stay, so someone please message me. I'm looking to split a hotel room with someone or any housing. I'll be at Genesis 5. I already have my plane ticket booked.
Sweet.
Everything's purchased. I just got to find housing. Yeah. Definitely Genesis 5. And then next, keep going to these. See if I can't do a repeat of this. You know, there's always the good performance, and there's always, well, can I do it again? So I think I can do it again, though. I think I learned so much about myself this tournament. That took 134 times to realize.
Yeah.
So thanks.
You did really good, dude. I think I know you wanted to win, but I think overall you should be proud of your performance.
I am.
Everyone in the stream and us commentators were very proud of how you did.
Thank you.
It looked
thank you.
Really good, Marth.
Thank you.
And yeah, just keep it up.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah. Did we want to do Okami?
I guess so. I mean, we have to interview the winner too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for your time, Kopaka.
Yeah,
Good job.
Yeah. Final shout-outs. There's a Smashboards thread that PP has called Ask PP About Marth Things. I go in there all the time. Shout-outs to you guys for teaching me the game and stuff and talking about the game and area crafting. I love that thread. Smashboards is not dead yet, so that's it.
Sweet.
That's it.
And who are your biggest Marth inspirations? I know PBMD is probably your biggest, right?
Definitely. I've seen those Apex sets too many times to count. Definitely. Zane, recently definitely him. I've been watching a lot of his stuff. Of course, the Patel sets that just happened. PP, Zane, Mewtwo King, just whoever does well at the time, you know.
Yeah.
All those. I used to watch guys like Sizz from New Jersey, Arc. I just watch a lot of, different kinds of players, but mostly PP's my biggest influence.
Yeah.
He's one of the nicest guys you can talk to about the game. He's always there to help.
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah. Thank you. Do we want to?
All right. Thanks for your time, Kopaka. We'll wrap this up and then bring on Okami.
All right, cool. Have a good one. Thank you.
Thanks,
Peace
dude.
out.
Yeah. What's up, dude? Congrats on your win.
What's up, guys? Hey, thank you. Um, that was actually a wild ride of a tournament. Like watching, I got a lot of the winner sets done pretty quickly,
Yeah,
so I got to like spectate a ton, and there were like a bunch of really exciting sets. Like
for sure.
there was a bunch of ones that were like people were pretty close in skill, and it was like it wasn't a stomp. So
Yeah.
that was really exciting.
So, what do you think about playing Kopaka? Is that something you expected in Grands?
The thing that like blew me away was how composed and like consistent he stayed throughout the whole set. Like sometimes when playing him like in friendlies or in tournaments or whatever, it's like he'll do well in the first game or he'll kind of fall apart in the first game or one of the other and then do the opposite later on. And like this set, like for the most part, he kind of stayed consistent.
Yeah,
So
for
that was
sure.
like really cool to see. So.
And what's your relationship like with him? Because we talked about it a little bit. He kind of credits you a lot for helping him teach him the game.
Yeah, I mean, at first, like when I first met him, like at one of the locals, it was a SDGC is what it
Yeah.
was called. I was like, oh, you live in like the city I live in, like we should train or whatever. And like at first I was like, oh wow, he's like kind of new, that's fine, like but like he's kind of got the right attitude for the most part. And like over the past like 2 or 3 years especially, he's really grown as a player, which is really cool to see. Like
Yeah.
it's one thing to see like a player that's like decent or whatever already and then just kind of stagnate. It's another thing entirely to see like a player start out from like basically fresh and
Yeah,
like
for sure.
grow. So it's
How
really
about the growth of yourself? Because when I was
cool. God?
still in when I was in Irvine,
Yeah.
there was a brief period where you kind of stopped entering for a while.
Yeah,
And then since you've gotten back, you've kind of really reasserted yourself as one of the best players, and most consistent players in San Diego.
I'm trying. It's hard. Like I kind of had to focus on some life stuff for about 6 months. So there's stuff going on. But I don't want to get into that. But coming back was a cool experience because there were a bunch of other players that I hadn't met before that were doing really well. Some which were from like NorCal and stuff like that, like
Yeah.
Garrett Surfero.
Yeah, for sure.
Rom was another good example of somebody who I came back to and he's like really good. And then there's these other players that like I had seen before, like, but I hadn't seen them do anything like really, who were doing like pretty good, like
Yeah.
So you got like Dr. Light and like.
Khalid.
Khalid's doing well, Al's doing well, and it's like that's kind of just what you want to see in a community, right?
sure.
You want to see people grow. So it's one of the coolest things about coming back. It wasn't even like the longest break in the world, but
Yeah, it wasn't that long,
So.
but still.
yeah.
And what about, do you have any particular goals that you want to achieve in Melee, or are you just kind of taking it slowly and playing for fun?
Well, so it's kind of difficult because like I only have so much vacation time, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like if something like Pat's House is going on, I'll go to that. Though like this time I was like completely sick the whole time, so it was kind of a sucky experience.
That's rough.
But like it was a great tournament. But in terms of like traveling and stuff like that, like it means that I can only go to like 1 or 2 or 3 big events of the year. So it's like those are really the ones that like for me at least I want to like prove to myself I can like do well at those,
Yeah.
and not just completely go out like a buster. So
And what's And what's your next big event? Is it Genesis?
I'm not going to
can't do
Genesis
that.
most likely. I don't think I'm gonna have the money because of Christmas and stuff like that. But I definitely gonna get Evo, like I would think.
Okay.
I might go to something like before or after at some point. Like I was considering going to Syndicate.
Okay.
But I don't
That's a good
know.
one.
That's like Europe and stuff, which would be really cool. I wouldn't expect to get like top 3 or anything like that, but like be cool experience to go to a PAL tournament because I've never
Yeah.
done one of those. But I don't know. We'll see. So
And then also, I guess it's been a few years in a row now. I think you've been ranked top 100.
oh yeah, I not last period because I was like inactive.
inactive, right?
Yeah.
But where do you
But-
currently think you stack up against like the
Yep.
rest of the world?
It's really hard to say. It's one of those things where it's like, although I feel like I'm moderately consistent as a player, I still feel like the variability like puts me somewhere between 120 and like 70 on any given
Yeah.
day or whatever.
Okay.
You know, but it's hard to say.
Well, that's still really good.
We'll see. I don't know. Maybe I can buckle down and just take some vacation time and go do some tournaments, but we'll see.
And what about, the last thing is your Spaceys looked good today.
They're fun. I
Are
don't
you
know.
ever gonna maybe use a secondary for like FD or Pokemon?
Yeah, actually, I've been really thinking about it for Puff in particular,
okay.
especially because like Sheik on FD and Fountain is just I just don't like it.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I feel like Fox would be a good choice for that.
Yeah.
I don't think Falco's that good of a choice for me personally. Like it doesn't click with me as well, but I don't know. I think Fox does. So.
Yeah, Fox. Can't go wrong with Fox.
Yeah, he's a really good character. So.
All right, well, we got the cue from Nico. We got to step it up, but congrats on your win again.
Thank you.
We hope to see you next week. And, yeah, good luck at your next event, man.
Cool. Yeah, you as well.
Thanks.
Hopefully you'll be around on
Yeah, I'll be
Friday or
trying,
Monday
man.
or something. Cool. Well, it's good to see you.
All right, you too.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you guys for coming out and playing, obviously. If you like the channel, hit us with a follow. And then if you really like us, you could hit us with a sub. We're going to go ahead and host S2J. So if you could rate him, that'd be sick, you know. There we go. Okay. Thank you.